and welcome to York News, a brief look at what's new and what's happening in York County. I'm Gail Whitaker. Coming up on this edition of York News, many gather to honor our military men and women on Memorial Day.
Call this June 7th meeting, the York County Board of Supervisors to order.
Up first, the Board of Supervisors held its meeting on Tuesday, June 7th. At the meeting, the board received the final quarterly report from the 2010-2011 Youth Commission and commended its members. The board then was introduced to the 2011-2012 Youth Commission. This was followed by a presentation from the Stormwater Advisory Committee. Following a work session on solicitation in York County, the board approved all items on the consent calendar. These included a memorandum of understanding with the York-Poquoson Department of Social Services for space in the Public Safety Building, a utility easement at 323 Water Street, agreements to support disaster shelter capabilities, the purchase of sewer pumps, speed limit provisions on Showalter Road, and the commendation of Ann Smith, Director of Community Services, on the occasion of her retirement. The next meeting of the Board of Supervisors will be held on Tuesday, June 21st at 6 p.m. in the boardroom of York Hall. There are several public hearings on the agenda. A request to amend the zoning map by reclassifying land adjacent to the intersection of Fort Eustis Boulevard and Route 17 from general business and limited industrial to planned development mixed use for the purpose of establishing a mixed-use development. A request for a special use permit to authorize pet cremation services within an existing building at 1544A Penniman Road. A resolution to authorize the county administrator to execute an agreement with the York County School Board for transportation of children participating in the Head Start program and programs operated by the Division of Parks and Recreation. A resolution to authorize the county administrator to execute a lease agreement with Child Development Resources for the operation of an early childhood care and developmental service in the Griffin Yates Building. A resolution authorizing the county administrator to execute a second amendment to the PCS site agreement with STC2 LLC to extend the lease term by 20 years for a telecommunications tower site lease agreement at Fire Station Number 6. A resolution declaring the necessity to enter upon and take a permanent drainage and utility easement on Old County Road. An ordinance to exempt from taxation real and personal property owned by Housing Partnerships Funding Group Incorporated, the funding arm for Housing Partnerships Incorporated. An ordinance to establish the salaries of members of the Board of Supervisors. And an ordinance to amend the York County Code Procedure of Delinquent Parking Citations to bring it into conformance with the Code of Virginia. Public hearings begin at 7 p.m. For more information about the Board of Supervisors meetings, call the County Administrator's Office at 890-3320. The Board's complete agenda, including all supporting materials, is also available on the county's website at www.yorkcounty.gov. Board of Supervisors meetings are retelecast on WYCG TV on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 11 a.m., 7 p.m., and 11 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday at 3 p.m. Programs scheduled for 6 p.m. on the board's meeting dates will be preempted by the live meeting.
What are the police there for? They're there to protect the community.
Meetings are available both live and on demand on the web. WYCG TV programming on the web may be reached by logging on to the county's website and then selecting WYCG on the home page.
Fire.
Memorial Day services, sponsored by the York County Historical Committee, were held on Monday, May 30th at the War Memorial on the grounds of York Hall. The program was a salute to our nation's fallen heroes, including over 100 York County citizens named on the War Memorial. Congressman Rob Whitman presented awards to York County student winners of the York County Remembers poster and essay contest sponsored by the York County Historical Committee. York County recently received word that the U.S. Department of Justice has pre-cleared the county's proposed redistricting map. York County is one of many jurisdictions in the U.S. that must submit any changes in election practices or laws to the Department of Justice for review and approval prior to holding any election under those changes. The county's Board of Supervisors adopted revised districts at its meeting on April 19th, and shortly thereafter, the county submitted information to the Department of Justice. For more information, visit www.yorkcounty.gov and click on the redistricting link. York County homeowners who are looking to make energy-efficient improvements to their houses could be eligible for a $1,500 rebate for that work through the Green Jobs Alliance and the county's Economic Development Authority. These Next Step residential energy efficiency grants can be used for green home improvements if they reduce the structure's energy consumption to achieve 15% projected energy savings. For more information, contact Randy Gilliland at 814-0001 or email rgilliland@greenjobsalliance.org.
We'll put it right there above that picture. All right.
While we're on the topic of your home, take note that you may qualify for free smoke alarms through a grant awarded to York County by the Virginia Department of Health. The grant provided the county 200 First Alert battery-operated smoke alarms for 3 categories of citizens: senior residents, those residents with young children in the home, and low-income residents. For more information or to request your free smoke alarms, call the Department of Fire and Life Safety at 890-3600. Students from Lafayette High School recently completed months of work when they placed oysters in the York River. These oysters were grown at New Porter Park as part of an oceanography project. The students maintained the oysters and studied them, all the while preparing to place them in the river, where they can filter impurities and help clean the water. Bravo to these students for an important but sometimes messy endeavor.
185.
Yorktown Market Days return for a 5th year and will run from now through September 17th, with markets held every Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon.
Just bring it to room temperature, sear it on both sides.
Located on the Yorktown waterfront between Buckner and Ballard Streets, the free market features fresh produce, baked goods, potted plants, cheeses, coffees, live musical entertainment, quality art, and much more. If you are a vendor and are interested in setting up a booth at a future Market Days event, call 877-2933 for an application. Interested artists can call 898-5510. No rain dates are scheduled for Market Days. In the event of inclement weather, please call the Yorktown Events Weather Hotline at 890-3520. For more information, call 890-3500 or visit www.riverwalklanding.com. For the 6th summer, Shagging on the Riverwalk's Beach Music Concert Series will feature the best in area bands playing dance music. The Colonial Shag Club participates in this event and will offer dance lessons. We have a large outdoor dance floor for your enjoyment, or you can cut a rug on the grassy area near the stage or on the sidewalk. Shagging on the Riverwalk concerts are Thursday evenings from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. June 23rd features Mark Roberts and Breeze, followed by the Catalinas on June 30th. This series is free and open to the public. Guests are encouraged to bring blankets and/or lawn chairs. Food will be available for purchase, but guests are welcome to bring a picnic basket. Free parking is available at the Riverwalk Landing Parking Terrace, York Hall, York-Poquoson Courthouse, County Administration Building, and other designated public parking lots throughout Yorktown. Signage directing motorists to parking lots will be in place. In case of inclement weather, call the Event Weather Hotline at 890-3520. For more information about Shagging on the Riverwalk or any other events in York County, call the Parks and Recreation Office at 890-3500 or visit www.visityorktown.org. A Coventry Elementary School 3rd grader won the York County Mosquito Beater 2011 poster contest. The yearly contest is the culmination of county staff's outreach efforts to teach elementary students about mosquitoes and how to prevent them from breeding and biting. Emma Meyer was chosen as the overall winner from all schools. Congratulations to everyone who participated in this contest. Now that the 2011 mosquito season has begun, all county beekeepers are asked to call mosquito control at 890-3791 to register the location of their beehives to avoid potential spraying near the hives. Provide your name, address, and phone number. If beekeepers or citizens wish to be notified in advance of mosquito spraying, please sign up at www.yorkcounty.gov. Click on Online Services, fill out the information, and check mosquito control. It's hard to believe, but the 4th of July is just around the corner. The 32nd annual Yorktown 4th of July celebration will feature the Fifes and Drums of Yorktown, the Yorktown Chorale, a children's fun and games area, a parade, the U.S. Air Force Heritage of America Band, and, of course, spectacular fireworks over the York River. There's more planned for this festive patriotic day. For more information, visit www.yorkcounty.gov/4th or call 890-3500. In preparation for the 4th of July fireworks, the National Park Service Beach Picnic Area will be closed July 3rd through noon on the 5th. The best locations for viewing the fireworks are at the Victory Monument and along the waterfront. And finally, York County offices, courts, and libraries will be closed on Monday, July 4th in observance of the Independence Day holiday. That's all for this edition of York News. Please join us on June 29th for the next edition of York News. Until then, thanks for watching.